Dr. Cosmas Maduka is one of Africa's billionaires who converted his less than $1 capital into a multi-billion dollar conglomerate. Although he is popularly known for his dealerships in automobile, Dr. Maduka is also the founder of Koschari's Farms, a 2,500 hectare rice farm and a 40,000 metric tons ultra-modern milling plant, and the second 80,000 metric ton milling plant well on its way in Anambra State, Nigeria. With a large percentage of this project being financed by external investors worth billions of naira, he tells us in this episode what it takes to access finance. And I am seated with one of Africa's finest businessmen, Dr. Cosmas Maduka, who will be speaking to us on accessing finance, particularly for startup businesses. Thank you so much for joining us on Business Insights with Irene once again.
Thank you, Irene.
Definitely. And like I always say, Business Insights is literally to raise the next generation of successful African business entrepreneurs. We're really smart here, and it's time for us, to rise and shine. And how best can we do this? By speaking with those who have gone ahead of us. Thank you once again. Now, in previous conversations, you always laid emphasis on the need to start small. So what's your advice for, entrepreneurs, particularly those who are just starting up?
My advice is simple: to start small. Sometimes we are in a hurry, but I can assure you that being patient can take you faster to your goal than being in a hurry to get there. What is required that required to be consistent is focus. The focus can never be compromised. Because you can be fast and have an accident, but you can also maintain a good speed and get to your destination without overspeeding. So the scripture is very clear: do not neglect the beginning of a small thing. Every one of us as human being once was a germ in our father's body. Very tiny thing you cannot see with ordinary eye, except with a microscope. But it is a process. It's not an event. Adam was the only man child God created. After that, including Jesus, was born as a baby and grew up. So that's how business grow. Nature teaches that. But the problem is that we are trying to make artificial babies today, but they can never be human beings. They can talk, they can be more intelligent than human beings, but they are robots. They are not a human being. Therefore, if you really want your business to grow, look at nature, because these principles are hidden in nature, and follow it. You will be surprised what you'll be able to deliver after a period of time. Be steady, but be consistent, but don't be in a hurry. And that means start with small capital, show focus in it. Help will come your way, either way. If you know what you are doing and you do it in a very focused manner, you're going to find help. We talk about access to finance. Like I said before, finance doesn't fall from heaven. The first skill an entrepreneur need to have is ability to manage things well, deploy his resources in a sustainable manner, looking at what is priority and try to prioritize what is needed and what need to wait at every given time. Maintaining customer focus in all that you are doing. You can have a beautiful office, you can have everything, but if you don't stock what the customers are looking for, they come once or twice, they will not want to come again. If your price strategies are not correct, they will not continue to patronize you. If you get all of this right, you maintain a bank account, but don't just open an account and tell bank you want to take loan. What is your pedigree? What is your reference? The bank want to see your book. They want to see your former financial statement. They want to know who is banking them before. But if you start with a bank and consistently show a turnover of 100,000 naira per month, I'm just,
An example.
and you go to bank and require a loan of 25,000 or 30, it will be difficult for that bank not to give it to you because you've maintained an account in the last 6 months or 1 year from what you are doing, and they see it from your sales process that you are turning up at least an average of 100,000 every month, 80 to 100,000, and you are looking for 20,000. The bank will understand that you can't fold away because of 20,000. This business can pay back 20,000 if they have accident. But it's difficult to be making a turnover of 100,000 to 80,000 and you're asking bank to give you 1 million naira loan. What is the source of repaying back that loan? Okay? How sustainable is that business? Yes, the bank can do finance project for you. If you're making a turnover of 100,000 and now Dangote give you a contract, okay, maybe to supply him engine oil for his truck, and you take that LPO and go to bank and say, this LPO come from Dangote. They tell me they will pay me within 24 hours if I deliver this oil. I don't have the money, but I know that Total have that oil and want me to pay them. If I pay them, they will deliver to me. Bank has confidence. Total is a company they know that it's not a 419 mushroom somewhere in Agege who want to defraud you. The bank will come in there, just get you to domicile the payment to them. You get back and say, okay, you cannot finance me. The bank who is financing me want domiciliation. If you domicile the transaction to the bank will pay Total and help you to take a delivery to Aluko Dangote, and they know money is coming to their bank, and they give you what belongs to you and do the whole thing. But the best thing to do is to continue to build up your capital. I also will not advise you, even a bank is willing to give you 1 million naira on your own when you are having a turnover of 100,000. They've just given you a long loop to commit suicide because it's not the ideal thing to do. When you are supposed to borrow money from bank, you are leveraging from bank money. You cannot just use total bank money to do business.
Even if they're offering you that money, doesn't mean you should take it all.
I'm sure no good bank will offer you. You must tell them a story that does not add up, that they did not verify. But I can't see a bank where you are making a turnover of 100,000 and you want 1 million naira loan. They will not give you. They are not, the number does not add up for justification for that. It will be a tough scenario for bank to give you 70,000 if you make a turnover of 100,000. Okay. But when you take business to another level, there are levels where your business can get to. Bank money in business can be 90% of that business. The level of business Aliko have today, the level of business Aliko have today is not Aliko's money that is building the refinery, building all of this, but World Bank, international funding, because it's a capital investment. They know where this money is going to, and they know that project will pay back. So the amount of money you have is irrelevant to the overall funding of that money. But you have taken business to another level. But at starting up capital, You have no, Dangote has paid his dues, have a pedigree like Coscharis. Okay, so the bank know that this institution have address and their fallback position. That's why even this company, when you are doing business at a certain level, you must know you have some reserve where you can discount an accident.
So it doesn't sort of make you fold up your business
Exactly.
completely.
When if the business go back, there are where you can pay back and walk away from it. That's what entrepreneurs are known for. You know, that you are a risk taker and the business can go bust and you can burn your finger and start all over again.
Well, there's something that I've been hearing frequently. It came off as strange to me, where some people did mention, they said to me, well, they feel like they're being over mentored and underfunded. What's your take on this? Shouldn't they be going hand in hand?
Well, it all depends. When you said you are over mentored and underfunded, I hear also a lot of young people, who think business is just speaking grammar. If you just give me 100 million naira, if you just give me 50 million, who is going to give you 100 million naira? Who is going to give you 100 million naira with untested brain, nothing you have been able to do? These are where people are not ready to pay their dues.